quick drive to school.
Hey guys, and welcome to the video. So I am at school for me. It's not really the school I'm used to because I am online this year, or at least for the beginning of this year because of COVID. Now our school is open right now, and I wish I could give you guys some footage of what it looks like in there. But they have a policy where you're not really supposed to record in there without express permission, so I'm not going to. But today, just gonna bring you guys along for my very first day of online school. Try to, I don't know, show you guys some of the crazy stuff, and then, I don't know, talk about some stuff, you know, all the fun stuff. And I am going to figure out how exactly I'm going to get through the school year having to deal with online classes. So it's going to be interesting. I know this is not what a lot of people expect. Everybody expects you to be showing the crowded hallways and the craziness like that, but I'm just going to take a simpler approach and show you guys online. So it's going to be interesting, and I have to join a Google Meet thing that's going on, so that's going to be fun. I think it's about describing how the school year is going to be laid out. So today I'm just going to take you guys along. Okay, so I just got done with the Google Meet, and it was alright. There was just a few little things. I don't know if you guys could tell from the video that I took, but all the people weren't super laggy, but when he was doing the presentation, which was literally the video that I don't know why they didn't just send it to us, that became very laggy and very hard to watch at times. And you know, technology is complicated, and there was some echo stuff going on because he'd left his mic on, but I think a lot of people have done that before, so it wasn't that bad. Everybody's learning a lot about this whole technology with all this, so I understand. I'm not mad, but it was alright. It was interesting. Now I am on one of my classes, and I'm trying to figure it out because most of my classes are on a program called Equity, and it's very boring and very boring. There's not really much to say about it. Which they're okay, but I have to do that. But the one I'm doing right now is with my teacher, Mr. Mori, and he has an online course for ACT prep, which is the big test you have to take to get into college usually. I think it was waived this last year because of COVID. So I could, I want to apply to Webster University. So I'm working on an application for that, and I'm going to have to talk with my guidance counselor, which I'm friends with, and figure out what I'm going to do with that. If I'm going to wait until I get my ACT score or send it in quicker, because there's a chance that it will not be open that long for the window of time to be able to apply for what I want to do, because I want to go into video. So I guess I'm going to work on my work on my computer, meet all the goals. I don't really understand how the goals work at this point, but just try to get at least 1% in everything. They also put me on Lifetime Sports, and I am not a sporty person, and I don't know why I was put in there, so I'm trying to get that changed. I thought I got it changed, but apparently I didn't, so I had to email my counselor and, you know, try to get that all figured out. So I am just gonna go on my computer and I guess do some work. So obviously everybody's having a hard time right now because COVID-19 is making life really hard for everybody and making everybody's plans kind of go out the window. As you can tell by the footage that I've taken earlier, I'm obviously online, and it's mainly for not my safety, but for my mom's safety, because she is at high risk of dying if she gets COVID, because she is steroid dependent. She had gotten brain surgery, and it's a whole long story, but it's very worrying. So that's the whole reason why I'm online instead of in school, because if I got it, I would probably be fine. But I know this year's been crazier than a lot of years. I think it's probably the craziest year that I've ever lived through, and my last year was something else. I can't get into that right now, but a lot of stuff happened last year, so we thought this year would be the year to be better, and it was not. But I know a lot of things have changed since COVID. I've been the one that goes and gets groceries or gets items out and about because, again, my mom was at high risk, so I had to try to prevent her from getting COVID. I wear a mask everywhere because I do not want to catch it, even though it doesn't really help that much with that, and I don't want to spread it to anyone else. And I know that a lot of things are crazy in other places too, because here I think we have a little bit less than 50 cases, but with that we had like 3 to 4 for like the longest time, and then this last month it started going up, and now with school starting, there's a lot of kids in one place close to each other, and I understand that the school is trying to separate people and doing all that they can to keep people safe, but there's a few things that just do not help. Like, our school is not requiring masks, which I feel is a really bad idea, because transmission is going to happen a lot quicker. Because I know some kids are going to wear masks, but most kids aren't. And it's a very worrying prospect of having a bunch of kids in one area with no protective anything on. I think they either got rid of the water fountains or they closed them off, so they don't have to worry about that. But it's just, I can see it spreading fast, and there's not a whole lot the school can do. I feel like I said, the mask rule is not really the best, but it's just, the whole situation is really bad because they have to open in person for probably funding purposes, I would assume. And it's crazy, and I have a feeling that it's going to get a lot worse down here, and things are going to go bad. Some other stuff that's affected me through all this COVID stuff is my job. I work at the local coffee shop in town. My sister owns it, but my hours got cut really short because of COVID, and now I do a run every 2 weeks and get paid like $26, which keeps me afloat. But luckily I'm not paying bills, so I don't have to worry about that. I have some stuff that comes out that at the end of that it's like $30, and it comes out about the same time, which is my Adobe software, so I can edit videos, and my Spotify. And I did work at a warehouse for a while, which was a crazy experience working there. Because of COVID, I was not contacted back to work there, which is kind of bad, but it's understandable. And it's starting to get bad there. Just everywhere around here is getting bad. The nearest kind of city, not really city, but it's pretty much a city, is Farmington, and they have a lot. I think they went over 1,000 now cases. So ours doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a lot. And one of the big problems we have in the area I live in is that there's people coming through here to go to the river and to go every which where before school started, and now school started, or they just want to go to the, like I said, the river, or they want to go to a park, because we have a bunch of national parks, and I see people from other countries even down here, and it's scary because all these people are coming through here from the city or from another country, and they could be transmitting the virus down here. And I know when we first started getting cases a couple months ago, when we had like 4, we even shut down the county. But now it seems like everything's in reverse. I feel like there's not a whole lot in place to keep people from getting sick. And it's very scary, and I'm very worried about how it's going to work. It's definitely a different situation. Another big thing that was affected by COVID is some of my future stuff. Like, I myself was going to, I'm going to college next year, and it's kind of messed up some stuff where it's going to make it harder for me to get into the college I want to, because I have not taken an ACT test before. And usually as juniors we get to take that for free. COVID hit and we weren't able to take that, but they waived the requirement. But I don't have that thing to show me, a little bit more outstanding compared to anybody else. So it's very worrying about that future stuff. And even with my Eagle Scout project, because I'm a Boy Scout, I have not a lot of time to finish it. I feel like I may not be able to, but I have to buckle down and do that. But it's kind of hard because even when I get the project ready, it's going to be practically impossible to get people together to put it together. So it's made the situation very dire. Yeah. It's worrying. Obviously, there's a lot to worry about. I saw my sister Crystal yesterday. It's probably going to be the last time I get to be around them, give them hugs, that kind of thing, because she works at the school, and there's a high chance of them getting it because they're in contact with a lot of people, and it's very scary. So luckily we're in a good situation where we're going to be fine through all this. I know there's a lot of people losing their homes, can't pay rent, that kind of stuff. We're very lucky that we don't have to worry about that as much. So it's a very scary situation. So in a little bit I have to go and get some stuff for our pool, and I'll take you guys along with that. It's just definitely been an interesting situation with everything, so sorry that it's, a long chunk of the video is me talking about this, but what else am I supposed to do? It's really, doing school is not that interesting, especially when you're stuck at home. So a couple days ago when I was editing this video, I realized how truly serious and long the last bit of the video was. I know a lot of people probably clicked off because of how long it was and how just kind of boring it could seem. Thank you for sticking through if you got to this part. You guys are truly the lifeblood of this. I just felt like I should keep it in so people can understand how it affects people, because I know a lot of people, even in my community, have not really realized the severity of it, and it's a very serious thing, and I know it's affecting me really hard, but I know it could be worse. I know it's a lot worse for some people, so I'm just very glad to share that with you guys. So as you can tell, obviously, I look different right now because different shirt, different hair. It's 5 days after I had edited the video and working on it, and I needed to record an outro. And I just kind of wanted to address that bit about the part of the video that was more serious. I know a lot of people don't like that. That's not going to be in most videos. I'll have separate videos for that kind of stuff, but I feel like since it's my very first video, which is crazy, first video on the channel, I would keep it in. and it's just gotten me so excited to be able to actually work on this, because I have so much video that's never going to get posted that I made and I felt wasn't good enough, and I feel like this is decent enough where I'm going to post it and I'm going to try to do more. And I'm so excited to be able to finally start this journey with you guys, and it's crazy that I've actually been able to do this. Also, the reason why this is recorded like 5 days later is because I have been working on a lot of crazy awesome stuff with a few of my friends that live on other parts of the country. I will tell you guys more about that in a different video because this is already way too long. And I have some bigger projects that's going on that I hope will work out really well. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I'm actually going to be able to do this. So I am excited for the rest of the journey. I hope you guys will join me as I go along with it. I'm going to say, you know, the normal stuff that every other YouTuber says, and please, if you like the video, obviously give it a like. If you don't like it, give it a dislike. I understand. Leave a comment. That's a big thing. I want to hear your guys' opinions. I want to hear your guys' thoughts, and I want to hear your guys' ideas, because it's hard to make ideas when you can't go out and do stuff. It sucks. So, also, if you want to be able to see further videos of mine without YouTube messing it up, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. All that normal stuff that every YouTuber says. Sorry, but I have to say it. So I thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout this video, and I hope to see you guys as my journey continues. Thank you guys for staying with me, and thank you guys for being you guys. Stay safe, and most of all, don't get COVID. See you guys.